side of midfield. On first down, Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start the drive with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The Vikings send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the 2nd of 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season, but rumor is might have a few more for 2023. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Chris Watkins. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Smith catches left side. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Watkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, That's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
They'll start with the option. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith from 21 yards away. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, 3 completions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Here we go, strike. Cowboy 80. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Drop 50, drop 60. Hey, pass.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Chris Watkins on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A good gain there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Cousins gives way to Cook.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running back's trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot. Forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. First down, here's the run with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
It's McCarby Dean with a pick. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hurts.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing is Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll throw now on the final play. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This one taken just inside the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The Vikings send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts rolling to his right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Past the 20. 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
42 yards.
And the Eagles have got it on cruise control.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But
and my goodness, another interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's Smith. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Up the middle, it's Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Back at 60. Move alert, move alert.
Here's Hurts to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They're going to look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. He's got room at the 30, and they'll work this down inside the 30. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But first down, Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed 1 bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Ready? Viking 18. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Down at the 25.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Mustang 19. Hurt. Cut 19.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right.
Hurts fumbles it.
And this belongs to the Vikings.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
Seven Pirates. Take smash.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Off the play fake, Cousins.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hey, we're good.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Hurts.
Yeah, he's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cousins. It's caught. Smith.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Cousins on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll throw again. Cousins. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Lost man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Fields this way up at the 17.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Running off tackle with Cook. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Charles, are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time. Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
One last shot now for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a